All right. Hi, guys. It's the third Saturday of the month. And here we are again. I have an exciting experiment. Happy spring. I hope you all have something wonderful planned with your families this weekend. I know I sure do. And I am getting some notifications, so I apologize for that. But welcome. Welcome to the WTYL program. We are having a web talk here for young Lupians. So perhaps you're a parent or a caregiver out there looking for fun ways to engage with their kids, or you're just looking to create some fun with your kids. This program is all about our kids, the future leaders. And I am so pleased to be here with you today and chat with all of you. Hello, I'm Leslie. I'm the Vice President of Operations and Patient Navigator for the Lupus Foundation of America Greater Ohio Chapter. The chapter looks for ways to empower and support young lupus patients. So each month we post a live video talk and we work towards that goal. We want our young Lupians to be encouraged to dream big and reach their goals. And that simply starts by us talking about it and working towards our goals. And today, I just wanted to share an experiment with you. So I put my lab coat on, I put my glasses on to look studious and have a little fun with our exciting experiment. But again, I plan this to share with you so that you can plan and do the experiment with your family. This is a simple, inexpensive experiment. Excuse me. And perhaps you have been coloring eggs with your families and you have a few supplies left over. This is perfect for some leftover supplies. This exciting experiment is to see if you can create a bouncing Easter egg. Do you think you could do that? I think it's possible. So I haven't actually completed the process here. I'm in the midst of it. But the things you will need is a sheet of paper. And I've already started here my sheet of paper, the rubber egg experiment. The sheet of paper is to document your findings. You will need a clear, wide mouth cup and a raw egg, white vinegar, got a big jug here, been doing lots of Easter egg coloring, and some food coloring if you desire. You could skip this step. We'll talk a little bit about the food coloring here in just a second. Now, this experiment does require a little bit of patience and time. So I have learned it takes up to 3 to 7 days to complete this experiment. But during this time, you can lead a science experiment with your family. And I think that's really fun and engaging to get the family involved and do it. So to start off here, to start the experiment, we want to put your egg in the clear jar. Really do want to make sure it's clear because you need to document your findings. Then, you're going to pour the vinegar over your raw egg. And again, you want to make sure that the jar is clear so that you could observe and document your findings. But what I did here was I pre-mixed, I filled up my vinegar and I did 1 drop of red and 1 drop of blue. And it's very dark. I wanted to do a purple color for lupus awareness, and it's very dark. So I think I'm going to do a half and half solution. You might want to experiment with food coloring. You do not have to use food coloring at all, but we are the Lupus Foundation of America Greater Ohio Chapter, so everything we do is purple. So I'm just going to go ahead. And yep, I think I'm just going to do half because that is super super dark. Sorry. So let's see what we get here. Hopefully this will dissipate a little bit. And it does. It does. So I tell you what, I'm not going to go to purple because I really want to be able to see what's going on here. Okay. So this first step will take about 24 hours. And during this time, you want to ask your family what you observe. Document your findings. Ask your family, what do you see? And it's kind of hard here. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have colored so soon. So it looks much darker on screen than it does in person. But anyhow, What do you observe here? What do you see? Does the egg float? Does it sink? Do you see bubbles? And actually, immediately, I do see bubbles. I don't know if you guys see that. Let me turn just a little bit. Yeah, I see bubbles submerged immediately. It definitely sank. And you want to document your findings. I'm really going to suggest if you're doing this science experiment, maybe not to use the food coloring because I feel that it might disrupt your observations a little bit. Or you can because I like fun stuff and colorful things. But anyhow, so what do you observe when you first do this? Initially, we see a lot of bubbles right away. So after day 2, after the first initial 24 hours, again, document what you see. And I did start this experiment yesterday. Let me cap my vinegar. I don't want to spill anything. And this is a 24-hour egg that I have submerged, and I did not use food dye here. So again, what do you see? What do you observe? Document your findings, right? And it is much different, right? You can see now the egg is floating. There are bubbles still everywhere. And you see that little brown spot there? I think the membrane is coming through, and the solution is not as clear as it was in the beginning. There's a little bit of residue, and you can tell something's going on there. So at this time, I'm not going to do it here because I'm in my office, but at this time, you want to gently change out the vinegar solution. So day 2, you're going to be observing your findings, taking out the old vinegar solution, replenishing it with fresh vinegar. And the egg will be a bit fragile at this stage, so be careful not to puncture or poke it. Just gently, you can gently pick it up and dump it out. And again, document your findings. So I'm ill-prepared. I don't have a sink here, so I'm going to do that step by myself. But on day 3, again, you will observe your egg. And at this time, a major change should happen. So tomorrow, you should be able to see a major change happen. You can continue to let your egg sit in the vinegar solution for a total of 3 to 7 days. I think I'm going to let mine go for the full 7 because I've seen some really cool reactions here, and I think my family will get a big kick out of it. But in just a couple of days, day 2 here for me, I can already start to see big changes. The shell of the egg should be completely gone by day 3. So you can gently cleanse your egg with warm water and again, observe your document and then document your observations and see, can you successfully make an egg bounce? Did the experiment work? I've been seeing some pretty cool stuff out there, and some people have even put highlighters in their egg and the eggs will glow. People are using flashlights to see how translucent the egg is. So can you make the egg bounce? Was your experiment successful? See what should happen. You see what should happen here is the egg shell is made of calcium carbonate. That's what the shell is made out of. When the egg is placed into a vinegar bath, you start to see the bubbles cover the egg. This is actually a chemical reaction from the acid in the vinegar reacting with the calcium carbonate to produce carbon dioxide. So we're actually making a chemical reaction here. You should also be able to observe the egg will become larger as it is submerged in the vinegar bath. It is starting to look a little bit larger for me on day 2. Now this is because some of the vinegar is going to absorb into the egg through the semi-permeable membrane. And I was trying to see, we probably won't get it now, but there are a few little lighter spots here. Let me see if I remove this banner. There are a few lighter spots where I can start seeing through the egg. So the semi-permeable membrane is still hanging on there. And of course, we're not going to be able, oh, there it is, that little brown spot. It's starting to poke through there. This is because some of that vinegar is coming through and it's now being able to be absorbed into the egg. So it's pretty cool. Science can be pretty cool. I think it can. If you do this experiment at home with your family, please take some pictures. Let the chapter know what you've discovered. Let us know what you've documented. I'd love to see our future scientists in the making happen. I do hope you enjoy easy experiments at home with your family. I think this is a lot of fun. Definitely something to talk about with the family, what you think your experiment can do. It could be a fun way to develop and explore. It is so important that we encourage research. When we conduct research, we can find answers to questions we are looking for. If you are ever looking for answers throughout your lupus journey, I encourage you to reach out to your local chapter of the Lupus Foundation of America. Chapters like the Greater Ohio are here to help you, and we want you to be supported and well educated. We have patient navigators ready to speak to you throughout our communities. Just reach out and let us know. Actually, let's pop this up. Yep. If you would like, visit our website, lupusgreaterohio.org, or give us a call. Here, let's put this one on. Yep. Okay, so you could give us a call at 1-888-NO-LUPUS. Keep in mind the office hours are Monday through Friday, normal business hours, 8:30 to 5. So if you call right now, you might not get anyone, you'll get the voicemail. But Monday through Friday, you'll always get someone to pick up the phone, that's for sure. I want to thank you for joining the WTYL program. I look forward to next month. We will be hosting Lupus Awareness, a lupus awareness program. So May is lupus awareness. Get ready to raise some awareness on lupus and put on purple. I don't have any fun giveaways for today, just the experiment that I wanted to do with you. But I do think this is a fun way for you to share with the kids out there and see what scientific findings they can find and report on. I appreciate you joining me for the WTYL program, and I look forward to seeing you next month. We're going to do some fun stuff for next month. Like I said, May is Lupus Awareness Month, so we'll probably be doing some fun giveaways. We might even have a Facebook party next month and be able to host some prizes and things like that. So I do hope you can join me. I do hope you enjoy these little web chats for our young Lupians, and we are going to continue to dream big and reach our goals. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next month. Take care.